Hello everybody, happy Wednesday, hump day. Unless you're in Australia, then it's not hump day. So, you're in the future. So, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for supporting the channel. Much appreciated. By subscribing, liking, sharing, blah, 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 blah. All right, there's so much crazy news going on. So the decks I'm going to be using today, the Wild Unknown, because it's wild out there. I'm using my original, not the original, but one of my favorite decks, which is Los Garibo. And then to just get a little, before I get into this, just a little vibe for us on how to navigate the rest of this. I'm going to be using my Lights Here Tarot. So let's just pull a couple before we get into this craziness. Just for ourselves, for the collective. It's just feels like something's about ready to pop. I don't know if I don't think it's us. I don't think it's us being like a balloon. Why did I think of Donald Trump's balloon? Eesh. But there's something going on. I was listening to a few astrologers, and the eclipse season is here. Things are going to be revealed. And I'm not an astrologer, so you can add whatever you want to as far as the astrology stuff goes. Go visit my sister Denise. Talk to her about it. But there's something. Let's just ask that. What do we need to be ready for? What do we need to be ready for? And let's do this a couple different ways. Politically and spiritually. Let's start off with the spiritual. What do we need to be ready for spiritually? Whoa, all right then. These three cards popped out. Did I say spiritually or did I say politically? I think they're kind of blended in together. I got the King of Wands, but that came up like that. So I had to flip it over. So this King of Wands energy is about more news coming, strong news coming. It's not because it came out this way, and I'm in the Light Seer, the Light Seer Tarot is it's so so intuitive. Yikes. Has anybody else's ears been just like off the hook, ringing off the hook lately? That ear just went nuts. So with this information that is going to be revealed, it's going to be strong, it's powerful, and it's going to guide us a little bit. Okay, I thought that looked like flames, but it's a crown, but it could be like flames. This is going to be enlightening, whatever it is. All right. the next card we got is the King of Pentacles. So this is my Donald Trump card. This is my Jack Smith card. Well, it's the investigative work of. And then I got the Nine of Cups. The joy, the feeling of bliss. Just having everything. It's all good. It's all good. So spiritually, because I said this was a spiritual pull, this card cements whatever news we get, whatever we get about the King of Pentacles, it's going to make us, it's going to give us everything we need. And in that, we get our wish. I don't think it's going to give us everything we need. I think that we are in such a state now that there is not we're not allowing ourselves to be content. We always want something else, another this, another that, instead of just being happy with 9. Well, I want 10. Why? Because it's one more. Spinal Tap. His amplifiers went up to 11. Because it's one more than 10. This King of Pentacles too, getting off of going to the spiritual. This King of Pentacles lets us know that we do have everything. We do have all the riches that we need. Now, there goes my ear again. Some people think that riches are just money. It's not. Clearly, we know that. It's not indictments. It's not news coming forward. Spiritually. So I just had this strong pull that this is kind of a twofer. Spiritually, 2 kings, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. We're looking for things that to fill us up, and we have everything we need with that feeling, with that 9 of Cups. Okay, I'm not going to read on politically because I think I just did. All right, now I'm going to read on politically. Holy crap. What the hell's going on? First of all, let's just... What is going on? I said that with a little southern accent. What the hell? What the hell? You know, it's funny. When I go back to Missouri, I flip right into that accent. I mean, and there'll be a couple of friends that I meet that I mean, I just switch on a dime and I get my accent back. And the other thing too that I was thinking about, I'm kind of pissed at Trump. Surprising. When he first came on the scene, one of the things I said is he is so divisive that it's maddening. I didn't know how divisive he was. And I don't know if it's just me becoming more aware in these last 3-4 years. I know he's been around for 6, but or longer. But it seems like the last 3-4 years I've become more aware, more in tune with spirit. I mean, we all do this. We grow constantly in that. But I was I've been feeling a little angry. I go, I can't go back and enjoy that life that I had um, with my redneck friends. Can't do it. It's kind of sad. And then I think, well, it was kind of sad with what your redneck friends were saying and how they weren't inclusive. So just have to let that go. Just have to be the 9 of Cups and be happy. I got 9. I just don't have the redneck cup anymore. Anyway, what's going on with the Republicans? Is this a plan? Are they thinking about this or are they not? You look at Tennessee and expelling those 2 lawmakers. I thought that was going to be huge. I said, this is way bigger than just kicking them out. And it turns out that it is. It feels like there's a movement going on. Tennessee, somebody else, one of the, I don't even know, a Republican, a representative, or I think he was a representative, said they're thinking about ways to bring back corporal punishment. I'm like, okay, really? And they go, well, what about lynching? I'm like, what? They're just off the rails here. And let's just take a 6-card look at the Republicans again. I've always said that they're going to be rebranded. They're going to come out. Something different is going to come from this. This wild, using the wild unknown, ooh, Sun card for the Republicans. I've always said that they're going to rebrand themselves, that they've got to pull away from this crazy. So let's just do, I heard 6 months, so let's do the pull for 6 months from now. And again, tarot is not good for timing at all, thinking in my head about the list I got. I also want to read on some weather in the Pacific Northwest and in the East. They're heating up, and in California we're about ready to get a big snow melt. So I want to read on that. I want to read on some of the trials that we're going through. Why am I saying this 13 minutes in? What's the matter with me? Okay. Republicans, 6 cards. What is going on? Are people seeing what you're doing and going, yeah, good job? And there's such a waste of time now with Jim Jordan. I mean, it's such a waste of resources. Hee hee. This card fell out. It kind of says the whole thing with the state of the Republicans. Ow! So this is the 9 of Swords. So I pulled a card before, because I haven't used this deck in a while, so I've got to get reacclimated to it. And I said, do I need to practice with this deck? Asking my higher self, and I pulled a card and I got the King of Swords. And I said, no, I'm good with it. It's good. I'm looking at this and I'm going, is that the 10 of Swords? No, it's the 9 of Swords. It's the worry. But the Republican Party is being cut up. They got worms going in and out of them. I mean, yeah, I guess there's eyes on it. Who's got eyes on the Republican Party? That's what I want to. Who's got their eyes on the Republican Party? Well, besides me and us. And no matter how you look at it this way, you look at it this way, you look at it this way, there's really no reverse in this card. It's like messed up. It's being dissected. There's worms crawling in and out of it. And it's got Marty Feldman eyes. He was so good. Marty Feldman. Young Frankenstein. Ooh. Okay. Republican Party. I'm just going to hold that out. 6 cards. And rapid throw. Ooh. 5 of Swords. I'm sorry. 5 of Wands. Battling. There's an internal battle. This card says it all, really. There's an internal battle about, this is the 6 of Cups. This is about the roots of the party. This is about going back to a simpler time with the 6 of Cups. But this is about the strength and the roots, the deep roots of the Republican Party. And they're battling. They're fighting over it. At the base of the reading is the 4 of Swords. They are sick. They need a timeout. In the past, as it relates, is the Mother of Cups. Is there a more secrets coming out? Oh, really? More secrets? At the top, Justice. Cat Justice. Cat Justice is tough. I mean, they were talking about corporal punishment. I think being put in a small room with a bunch of cats and making you play with them, you'll come out shredded. My Republican hillbilly brother came to my house a while back. He was playing with one of our cats, and you know, he's a hillbilly, so he doesn't feel pain. And he gets done playing with the cat. His arms were shredded. They were so bloody, and he's laughing. The guy doesn't feel pain. And in the final card, the Empress. This is a little scary card to me, and it's also a good card. Thinking of the Republicans, where they're battling, they're trying to find the soul of who they should be, their roots, their sickness, they're ill right now. They have something new coming out. They have kitty justice coming at them. And this card, this card could be more of Russian influences. I'm not getting that, but this is also a birthing something new with the Empress. But in this deck, I mean, if you look at it, go, what are you birthing? A lot of dark, a lot of white, a lot of red. Okay, so the Republican Party, the red, but it's on the fringes. They're not well. This Empress bringing forth this new energy. It's not there yet. There's a ways to go. So that 6-month period, it's still this. Wow. I made a cat noise. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Republican Party. And you just feel like, is this crazy Republican Party? I'm not going to look at my notes, sorry. Is this crazy Republican Party, this moment in time that they're going through? And you had the 9 of Swords eyes looking at him. And that Nine of Swords eyes, those crazy eyes, they're also us. And people marching in the streets saying, enough, enough. So, what is the Democratic Party looking like for the next 6 months? Is there a plan? Is there? So it feels like when I said that, it feels like Hakeem Jeffries is sending out messages, is being the captain of this ship, where the Republican Party is rudderless and keelless. So they're just flopping all around. Democratic Party. What can you tell us about the Democratic Party in the next 6 months? And I just heard the words keeping their head down. Starting on a new journey. Is that Hakeem Jeffries? Little duck. Sitting on a looks like some kind of, I don't know what kind of tree branch it is. Starting off, ooh, look at that. 8 of Pentacles. A lot of hard work. And in this web, I mean, he sees, this little duck sees what this web is all about, how one pentacle will reverberate against the other pentacles. So you get one person talking, it's going to affect the whole group. He sees that. Let me just keep going. Oh, okay. Very interesting, very interesting. At the base of the reading, we have the Star card. So they're sitting on a lot of power, a lot of great stuff. In the past, as it relates, was the Tower moment. So their Tower moment has passed. I mean, clearly it was, the Democratic Party was in Tower moment when Trump and the Senate and the House of Representatives, Congress was all one party, big. But at the top of the reading for the Democrats, we have the 5 of Swords. This is winning at any cost. Is that the Republicans that are, is that what's at the top of this reading? Or is it, let me do a little clarification, or is it is there going to be some kind of splintering between the far left and the middle left and the weak left, near left? What would be the opposite of far left? Near left. So what is this 5 of Swords all about? I am using my clarity cards from Oil Painter. Thank you, Diana. What is going on with this 5? Whatever it is going to come together. So what we have here, so we have the Angel card, bringing things together. We have the light being shown. It's a gas lamp, so it could be a little gas lighting, which is who? And we have a little fairy magic coming. So I think that this 5 of Swords, the way that I would read it, is the Republican disarray, them cutting up themselves, and this fool is just watching them. Doesn't have to do anything. Just watch them in the web. And then the final outcome is the Ten of Cups. This Ten of Cups is my Democratic card, but it goes also to what everyone says. It's interconnected. Goes back to this spider web energy. So it feels like the Democratic Party is just watching the show. They will react when needed, but right now they don't need to, because the Republicans are burning themselves up. All right, so let's take a look at some of your questions, some of my questions. Oh my God. Let's take a look at, I want to take a look at something's happening May 4th and 5th, and I don't really know what it is. May 4th and 5th. I'm using my Light Seer Tarot with that. That is some of the eclipse time. And I want to look at that. That's going to be an awareness, a new awareness of something, I think, that's going to be revealed. Something that was hidden that's going to come out and be revealed. So let's just look at 4th and 5th, May 4th and 5th. Something's going to be revealed, I think. What are we tied to? This is the Devil card that is my Trump card. But this is, so again, intuitive cards. So this Devil has a puppet down here, a shadow, a ghost puppet, and the ghost puppet has its hands over its ears. It's like, and to me, I'm thinking, what are we listening to? I can't listen to this anymore type information. It's too much. And if you look at the lawsuits going, which we are going to get into a little bit. So yeah, there's something about this that, you know, we're being puppeted. So we have the Devil card being challenged by the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so let me take a look at this. These Eight of Pentacles, phases of the moon, it looks like they have electric lightning bolts coming to her. Either she is sitting at her computer, I don't think so, sitting at her metaphysical table, her witch's table, her oracle table, you decide. Something, a lot of the hard work, it feels like, is going to be brought to light. At the base, we have the Page of Swords. Yes, it is. In the past is the Nine of Pentacles. In this Nine of Pentacles, she is about ready to let that, what is it, dove fly, it looks like. Nine of Pentacles normally are in a little protected garden. It's in the past. The top of the reading is the Ace of Pentacles, something new coming. And in the potential near future, Magician. Wow. Let me drop these down so you can see what I'm looking at. There we go. Devil, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Magician. So this may be, the Devil may be, and this is May 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere around there. Although that is this energy we're feeling, it's being covered with a light, a new light coming through all the hard work, all the uncoverment. The Magician. Internally, Six of Cups. This is going to be kind of difficult for us. We're going to kind of want to go back to a simpler time. We're going to want to go back to the comfort, maybe hang out with our dogs a little bit, maybe a little sadness with what is coming to light and going, wow, you know, have we crossed a threshold that we can't get back to? That may be some of the thought process here. Externally, things are just going to keep spinning. We're going to become more and more aware. This is a karmic cycle for us. And the hopes and fears are the Knight of Wands. There's just more information that's going to keep coming out. It's more and more. It may make us happy, but it's also going to give us a little bit of a melancholy thing. And the final outcome is the Queen of Wands. Forward-thinking, happy, powerful, new energy. What we have in our hands, what she holds in her hand is so different than what the Devil has on his puppet strings. She holds the light in her hands. Queen of Swords, clarifying, in the Nine of Cups. What is coming up on April 4th and 5th? We have something magical coming that is going to be it's going to make us want to go back to the way things were a little bit. We're going, wow, this is a little too much. But as we step into it, as we realize this is our destiny, this is our karmic destiny, as we evolve, we're going to have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups energy that is, it's going to be exhilarating. We're going to get justice, we're going to get truth, we're going to get information. It just feels like it's powerful, super powerful. All right, let's look at the 8th and 9th. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that, because the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of. One card for no, I don't want to go there. All right, let's look at the Pacific Northwest. Somebody asked me, I didn't write down your name, sorry. What are the changes in the Pacific Northwest. I'm going to switch decks. I'm going to go with my Wild Unknown deck again. Pacific Northwest, gorgeous. 2 years ago, they had huge heat waves up there. Yikes. Is there going to be any shaking going on up there? Any shaking going on up there? Pacific Northwest. Pacific Northwest. Seattle, all the islands up there. Pacific Northwest. I'm feeling some cliffs crumbling into the ocean, and it doesn't feel populated. And I go, more rain, and it felt dry. So, and again, this is entertainment only, right? I tell you time and time and time again, because I'm telling me, be ready, be prepared. Okay, Pacific Northwest, I've shuffled enough. No, I haven't. Pacific Northwest, talk to me. 3 cards. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles. This could be a couple of things. Well, let me just show you what we have. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and the Daughter of Swords. So with these cards, it feels like in the Pacific Northwest that the 9 of Pentacles, it could either cost a lot of money, but this feels like a seclusion card to me. So it doesn't, there's no Armageddon, as some say, but it could cost a lot of money. I just think that there's going to be something, and I think it's going to be heat. I think it's going to be heat related. Because I got the 7 of Wands, defending oneself, staying inside because too much heat, but there's going to be this Daughter of Swords. There could be, like, I'm not seeing, let me just ask, is there going to be an earthquake? Whoa. Is there going to be, this card flew out. Is there going to be an earthquake? First thing you look at is the rainbow, but then you look at the sticks below. Let's just ask again. Is there going to be an earthquake in the Pacific Northwest around a big city? The Magician, the Son of Cups. We have the Magician creating something out of nothing. And we have the Death card bringing in a new beginning, a new way of looking at things. And then we have the Son of Cups. I would say be prepared. You might escape it, but this card in the center is not great. It's not a Tower moment, but it's not a good card. So be careful. You know, and for earthquakes, if you're living in those areas, look, you know, there could be tsunamis and things. Let's see if we can get any water related stuff with it. Because the Pacific Northwest has a lot of islands, low-level islands. This year is their earthquake water events. Earthquake water events. Pacific Northwest earthquake water events. We have the Lovers and the Ace of Wands. Moving on to calmer waters. Six of Swords. Asking for assistance, receiving assistance. Ace of Wands, a new information, new passion, new something, new way. And then with the Lovers is staying close with your family. So what I was going to say before, with when you're in these areas, these earthquake areas, look around your house, because I lived in LA, so I lived through the Northridge earthquake, and we had things falling everywhere, flying across the room. So secure as much as you can. Don't have a big tall thing next to your bed that can fall on you. Make sure it's really secured to the wall. So, because if it bounces up and falls over, we have piano wire hanging all our pictures. So if they do fall off the picture hook, they're just going to swing. They won't fly and hit us. The same thing with tsunami watches. Make sure you have a plan to get to higher ground, and make sure that plan includes your pets, includes water, includes a secondary route in case that one is jammed. And leave early. Leave early. A lot of times with tsunamis, you won't get early. Okay. Oh my gosh. 43 minutes. What else? I wanted to read on. I had so much. There's so much to read on. So Pacific Northwest. The document leak. Whoa, what the hell is what is that about? Crumpled up pieces of paper. National security secrets. Trump crumples up paper and throws them in the toilet. Now there's crumpled up paper on a server on Minecraft games. What? And then in Ireland, there was some crumpled up paper on the floor from the Secret Service on the street. Get it together, please. All right. I'm going to end on this trial news. You've got Dominion. That's getting really close. The judge said Fox, that the prosecution, Dominion, can't bring up January 6th because that has nothing to do with the election lie so much, but they can talk about after January 6th, which is going to be interesting. The judge also admonished people about the rhetoric and the threats against the judges in Dominion. So they said, y'all watch that. And another interesting bit of news, a shareholder is now suing Fox for the lies. And even though I just read the headline, I'm going, is that a class action? Fox shareholders suing Fox. Interesting. So we have E.G. Carroll. Trump asked to push the trial back 3 weeks, just for a cooling off period, because this Alvin Bragg thing is so in the forefront that it's going to taint the jurors a little bit. So let's push it up 3 weeks. What, so that another indictment can drop? Then we have Stormy Daniels and Bragg, so that's still going on. And Bragg did that crazy thing with Jim Jordan. Oh my gosh. Then we have Letitia James, Fani Willis, Jack Smith. Jack Smith subpoenaed and interviewed Stephen Miller. So which one of those? I should do a polling. Which one should I just read on and do a deep dive on? Which one? I want to look at Stephen Miller. I should use my Pumpkinhead deck for him. But I'm going to use my Los Garibo deck. I'm going to have to clean it really well after this. Stephen Miller. He was Trump's speechwriter, top aide. He was one of the architects for locking up the migrants and put them in cages. He's a peach. Stephen Miller. What did you tell Bragg? What did you tell Bragg? Were you hiding things? Were you forthcoming? What did you tell? Not Bragg. Smith. What did you tell Jack Smith? He was not being truthful. He was not being forthcoming. What did you tell Jack Smith? Stephen Miller. What did you tell him? In relationship to J6. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Let's keep going. The sun, illumination, bringing forth new beginnings, the sword of truth he has in his hands. Big card, big. It's being crossed by the lovers. Okay, so I'm not seeing this as being full illumination because he's still got love for that guy. At the base, Knight of Wands. He's bringing forth news. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, slow moving. Well, yeah. It's been slow moving. I mean, they've been fighting these subpoenas for so long. It's so crazy. And then Jim Jordan offers subpoenas, and you better be there. But meanwhile, Pence, Miller, him, Jordan, don't show up for subpoenas. Well, it was different. At the top, Knight of Chalices, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups in the potential near future. Let's drop this down so you can see. Whoop. Okay. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. So we have the Sun card with the Lovers, being crossed by the Lovers. We have the Knight of Wands bringing forth new information. We have the Knight of Pentacles, new information, slowly, new projects. Things are just moving slow. We have the Knight of Chalices. Look at all that youngish energy, right? It's not Page. It's still young. I'm like, really? Are we still in a young energy with this investigation? I think not, because we got the Queen of Cups here. This Knight of Chalices bringing forth a wild ride. I love this card. Look at that wild ride with news coming out of an unexpected place. Stephen Miller, here's what I'm hearing. Even though he's got the biggest alien head I've ever seen, it looks like one of those 1950s sci-fi movies. So even though he thinks he's really smart and he's trying to cover up for this lover, his pal, he's going to let something slip out that he didn't mean to let slip out. In the potential near future, you have the Queen, where is it? The Queen of Cups. What is in that cup? He spilt it. But, the Sword of Truth capped it. It's not like really coming out. It's just like, oh yeah, you said that? Okay. We're just going to hang on to that a little bit. We're going to put it back into the cup. We're going to use it at another time. Internally, Stephen Miller talking to Jack Smith. Look at all them dead pentacles. So he's got a lot of information, and it's not healthy. What he has done is just horrific to our country. I think he was the one that was advising Trump for the Charlotte speech. There are good people on both sides. He's such a piece. But Seven of Pentacles, working this internally. This is internal information. They're working this. They're working getting through all of this, like, stuff that really isn't going to help, because I think Jack Smith is going to throw a lot of stuff out with this Lover's card that is not valid. But there is one piece that's coming out of this cup. External influences. Ooh, winning at any cost. Who is that? Jack Smith or Stephen Miller? Hopes and fears. Strength. This could go again. Who is that? He's got strength. His hope is that he has enough strength. His fear is that Jack Smith has the strength. In the final outcome, planning. You told me that? Let's look at this. Let's bring all this stuff together. Three of Wands. Kind of looking overseas, looking, what do we got here? What's going on? Watching ships come in, watching ships go out. Boom. Tower moment. And the path ahead. So here's the image that I got. Just looking at these cards. Stephen Miller let something out. It's a wild testimony. Let things out that maybe he shouldn't. I think he was a little combative in there, but he did let the snake out of the cup. Some people would say the cat out of the bag, but we're talking Stephen Miller. So the final outcome is, let's get all this information and let's just marinate on it a little bit. Let's pull it together. Here's in strength, because what he just gave us is going to crumble something. Jack Smith, I think, put all that information, all those wands, wrapped them up in a nice, neat package, put them on his back, and is walking towards, is that the courthouse? So other 10 of wands, you can't see where you're walking because the burden is all in front of you and it's all like, not this, not this. I think Stephen Miller is going to give up the goods. I think we're getting clarity and illumination. 56 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. There's so much to get to, and I could just keep reading, but it's so beautiful out today, and I got to take my little doggy for a walk. So with all this craziness, make sure you take time for yourselves. Please, please, please. Get some quiet time. Turn off the electronics. As much as there's so much going on that we want to tune into, there's also so much going on that we need to tune into, and that's the vibration that's happening outside in nature. All right. Thank you again for watching. Peace and love.